One, two, three. Precognition.
Please, let's start.
Hi, my name is Young Chimezirim Charles. I'm a filmmaker, I'm a film director, I'm a film producer. When I saw the script, it was something relatable, it's something that I have experienced before, and it's a story that should be told. And when I read it, I saw some underlining nuggets that the young folks and even the adults should take home. Maybe in the course of the interview, I will reveal those nuggets to you. Of course, there are three things that I considered when accepting Precognition. One of them is the fact that the story was awesome. It was awesome. It had a good hook, it had a good twist, and the suspense was there. And I know it's something that would drive the audience. So that was the first reason why I took it. And then when I got my EP was willing to let me film the best way possible. You know, when there were no cutting corners, there were no let's rush and do this. And it was a film that we were given liberty to do what we should do as filmmakers to achieve the best at the minimal cost. And the last one is I had an incredible crew. My crew members, when they saw the script, everybody was just talking about it, bouncing off ideas off each other. And I said, wow, so if my crew members can actually be so invested in this project, it's something worth venturing into. And I said, yes, let me direct it. A little. I wouldn't say a lot, but yeah, a little. Because of course, the script itself was trying to emulate how people respond to dreams. Most of us do not believe in dreams. Most of us just push it aside. But to me, I didn't just see dreams as the fact that you sleep and have a dream and come out. This dream could also mean like somebody has a vision, somebody has a desire, because I think it is a translatable narration that happens with the way we reject people who dreams and tell us, oh, I had a dream and this happened. And then you say, forget about that dream, it's just a mere dream. That's the same way we speak to this younger generation that come out and tell you, oh, I have a dream to be this. And you say, forget them, you cannot be that person. So truth be told, when I read this story, there was one sentence in my mind and in my heart, and I really wanted that to be seen in the story, which is, let us not throw away dreams. Let us not discard dreams. Let us not disbelieve dreams. There are people out there who have dreams. All they need from us is our support, and that dream will come to pass. There are people who have dreams, and all they need is just for you to fan that dream to reality. So even when someone dreams about a situation, we should be able to listen to that dream, at least give the person the benefit of doubt, whether it's going to happen or not, and hopefully take precautionary effects. But if we sideline dreams, throw them away, and not do anything about it, what if your case becomes the case of Lutanda in Precognition? You can never know. Oh my God. There was one scene that we took over 36 takes. Oh Lord. Yeah, I can't remember the scene number, but just that dining scene and where they talk, there were a lot of movements, there were a lot of shots, there were a lot of takes. In fact, at some point, we were like, everybody go and rest. Just sit down, go and rest, take a break. Let's come back. Let's be sure that we are on the right track, because it's not something you just shoot one wide shot, follow people down, and then you're done. No. At each sections, you have to go close in and then take some shots and do some movement shots and we didn't have the practical gear that we needed. If we had a track, if we had some things on set, it should have reduced the number of takes. But with what we had, we were able to achieve that. It took us, I think we did that scene alone for over 11 hours. So we were shooting one scene for 11 hours. different takes, different stops, different timing, just to achieve that thing. So it was very, very, very difficult, challenging. But yeah, we have a good film. We surmounted it. We didn't take the easy way out. No, we didn't. We took a rest and then we continued. The last scene when he was now telling his wife, telling his telling his wife that I needed to go get something. So at this point, I think he's now scared. He's now believing, and you know that at that point you had to take the character's behavior from disbelief to outright anger, and then bring him back to being subtle, being believing a little bit, and being conscious of the words he now says. So driving the character up and bringing him down. So towards the end, we had to make sure we brought it down. We brought it down because everything was now good. Everything was now okay. The love was now coming back. So we had to bring the tension down. That was something that was okay. I always see all my films as different because with each new film comes new challenges. Um, I do not go facing a film thinking it's easy. I always go into a new film as if it's an entirely new project. It's my first direction and it's something I have to do new. And that helps me to properly look into the details and properly look into what needs to be done or what not needs to be done. So I face every film new. So Precognition was new to me. The story was new, the concept was new, the actors were new. I just had my crew members and it was fun. Definitely my sets are always fun, but it was hard because we needed to maintain the tempo of the story and we needed to maintain the carrying of the audience in telling the story. So that was something we had at the back of our mind at every point when we were doing this film. First of all, the scripts were interconnected. There were like some little dots that needed not to be overlooked. So directing Precognition was not something that I would take lightly. It's something you have to pay attention to detail. So, and one good thing was I had to, before we shoot, even tell my crew members my vision, let them understand what I want to do. So that while we are filming, especially if anything is supposed to happen, we will not be able to miss anything. So they would prompt me and remind me. And yes, it was good. I had a wonderful team from my continuity to my production manager to my assistant director. All of them were ready and always there to point out, especially when the actor misses something or when something is out. But of course, I had already designed the plots and the blockings even from before we shot. And I explained it to the actors and everybody so that they could do it. Yeah, sometimes you get angry that they're not doing what you want to do. You have to push them to get it right. So it was a new challenge on its own, and it was one that we should face. And we faced it, and the film is out, and it was awesome. So yeah, I think you should see it. You would love it for yourself. The end of the movie. I wouldn't say what happened, but just get this: the end of the movie. If you watch the movie and you don't get to the end, you will not argue. But when you get to the end of the movie, the argument will roll like a roaring tiger or lion or whatever cat family you like. It could even be a meow from a cat, but just know that you roar. Whatever the roar is, you would argue. This movie would make you talk, would make you vex, would make you shout, would make you scream. But until you watch and stay till the end, you will see what that is. So I'm not going to tell you. It's the twist, is the plot, and it's the design for you to actually stay to the end of the movie, and then You know, when the film had gone out on rounds and people have watched it, I always just wait till that point. And it's like every reaction we expected at every point from people, we got it. So I know it's a good film. I know it's a film that you should watch. And while you're watching it, at the back of your mind, do not throw away anybody's dream, even your own dream. Hold on to your dream, believe in it, and it shall come to pass for you. Thank you very much.